Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Brielle Unscripted. I'm your host, Brielle, and as you can tell, today's episode is a little bit shorter than my usual ones, and that is because I'm kind of changing things up. I'm trying something new today, and so we're going to see how it goes. So on with the episode. Okay, so I'm bringing a new game to the show. I've never done it before, so this is the first one we're going to try out, and it is called Am I the Donkey Game. It's basically, am I in the wrong? Basically like the Reddit kind of section where people share their stories and they ask people if they are in the wrong or if they're the wrong person in this entire thing. And so we just tell them what we think and then we explain all that kind of crazy stuff. So I'm going to be reading as slow as I can, and you can be as free as you want to participate and say what you think. Okay, so here is the first one. Okay, am I the donkey for not staying the full week on a family vacation planned by my fiance's parents? I, 30 female, am engaged to my fiance John, 30 male. His family spends a lot of time together, holidays, weekends, and frequent get-togethers with all the siblings and grandkids. John's dad retired this past May, and we already had a retirement party for him. Now his parents have planned a family vacation in November to celebrate his retirement again. They rented a large house out of state and invited everyone, siblings, spouses, grandkids, etc., for a full week, Saturday to Saturday. Ooh, that's long. John and I were clear from the beginning that we probably wouldn't stay the entire time. I've always expressed that Thanksgiving is an important holiday for me to spend with my own family, and John told his parents early on that he wasn't sure we'd stay for the full week because it was a long trip. We decided to attend the trip from Saturday through Wednesday, and then head home so we could spend Thanksgiving with my family. Since then, there's been some subtle pushback. His parents has said things like, it's just one Thanksgiving, or asked if John could stay even if I left. They've also said that this is the first time the whole family is doing a trip like this in years, and it might not happen again. I understand they're excited about the trip and they're not trying to skip it. We're planning to be there for 5 full days, but I don't think it's fair to expect every adult to give up a full week of their own time and holiday plans, especially when we made our intentions clear up front. Am I in the wrong for not wanting to stay the full week, even if it's disappointing his parents? Also, she wrote an edit on the bottom. She said, many people asked about the subtle pushback. It was subtle as in they were communicating with John. His mom blew up when they asked about booking flights, and he said, yep, our plan is to come Saturday to Wednesday to get back to his wife's family, I think, for Thanksgiving since it's important to her. She went off saying, it's just one, she can't miss just one, and can't you just stay? Then he left that conversation upset, and we got into an argument about holding the boundary because he's a peacekeeper and tends to people please. Then a couple of weeks later, they asked him to come over for dinner, and both his mom and dad pressed one more saying, it's just one, can't you stay? And then they told him he needs to advocate for himself. He was great about all of this. He held a boundary and told them that this is a we decision and that this is what we are comfortable with. He told them he doesn't want to be away from his fiance on the holiday. Now, personally, I personally think that she isn't the donkey. As we can tell, I don't see why she would be the donkey in this situation. She was clear and upfront. I get it. It's a retirement party. This is the first time in a really long time that everyone's coming together, but I'm also girl, I get what you're talking about because you're going to be there for 5 whole days. It's not like a single day that you're not going to be with them. It's the whole entire week you're going to be with them, 5 whole days. So I don't see what the issue is. And clearly, the parents are I feel like they should respect what his son's decision is. They should respect the couple's decision. And I honestly feel like it's a bit rude saying that, yo, why can't she go and you stay? And I'm the fact that they kept going in on that, I'm not feeling that. I feel like that's pretty disrespectful. I just feel like she's not the donkey on it. I feel like the parents right here are the donkey because it's just wrong. And I feel like they could bit more lay off it, because if you think about it, it's Saturday, but instead they're just saying Saturday to Wednesday, and that's a lot of days, and she's not only gonna spend that 5 days with her husband's family, but they're also spending with her family. So I don't see how she could be the donkey in this one. I think the parents are at this point. Okay, so here's the second one. Am I the donkey for asking my cousin to wait to announce her gender reveal? Okay, beforehand, I don't think so. Depending what this is though. Let's see. Okay, my cousin / bridesmaid unexpectedly got pregnant a few months before I got married. She told me early to give us enough time to make accommodations for the dress. I was so happy for her and made sure she had everything she needed to be comfortable on the day. At my bridal shower, she decided to announce her pregnancy. That's a red flag. Despite being only about a month or two along, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to make a scene, but I got quite a few questions about how I felt about it from the other bridesmaids. A few months later, at a rehearsal dinner, she decided to quietly announce the gender quote unquote, quietly announced the gender to some of the family at her table. The reactions caught the attention of the other guests, causing her to make an announcement. Because the rehearsal dinner was only a small group of the immediate family and bridal party, she asked if I would be alright to announce it at the wedding, since many friends and family would be traveling from out of town and she could let everyone know at once. When I asked her to wait until after the wedding events were over, she got pretty offended and didn't talk to me much for the rest of the night. At the wedding, there was no big announcement. The news definitely got around. Am I the one in the wrong for telling her to wait until after the wedding to announce it? No, you're not. No, you're not. My friend, your cousin is the donkey in this one. One thing I hate is people who are taking the attention from you. Because if you think about it, this is this girl's big day. This is her wedding. She gets to marry the man. This is like the happiest day of her life. And it could have been all ruined from the intention going to her to her cousin over her baby. One thing that would have pissed me off though, I'm not gonna lie, sorry. One thing that really would have made me mad is the fact that she announced her pregnancy at the bridal shower. I would have stripped the role from you. I'm not gonna lie, because that's the one thing I don't like. I like the attention being on me if it's my event, and if it's your event, I'm not gonna take the attention from you because it's wrong, it's disrespectful. And so I'm like, girl, if this is your cousin's wedding, you should keep those things to yourself and wait until after the wedding to tell everyone, because it's disrespectful, and especially at her bridal shower, the fact that you told everyone about your pregnancy, because now you're getting all the attention and no one's really caring about this girl that's getting married. That would have made me mad. I'm sorry. Like, it's literally working me up right now. Like, it's just so annoying. I feel like I don't know. Okay, here's a third one. Okay, am I the donkey for sitting in first class while my mom sat in economy? Okay, here's the thing. Before I get into it, I would definitely say respect your elders. Respect your elders. Unless you're the one that you paid for it, that's fine. You paid for it, you stay in first class, your mom can stay in economy. But if it's like, I'm like, I don't know how to tell you that. Like, I don't really know what to say. Okay, let's just read it. Okay, 26 male, just got back from a long work trip, been traveling a lot lately, barely slept, just completely drained. For once, I said screw it and used my points to upgrade to first class. Never flown first before. Okay. My mom, 50s, happened to be flying the same route because we were both headed to a family thing. She booked her ticket separate from mine, just basic economy, and I didn't think it was a big deal. At the gate, I told her, hey, just so you know, I'll see you when we land. I'm sitting up front. She looked at me like I killed her dog, asked if I was serious, then said, you're really gonna let your own mother sit in the back while you relax in first class? I thought she was kidding, but she wasn't. Told me I was being selfish, ungrateful, disrespectful, that she raised me better than this. I said, Mom, I love you, but I paid for this seat with my own money and I'm exhausted. I just want one flight where I'm not sandwiched between two strangers. Now she's mad. She told my aunt, who told my cousins, and now half the family's calling me a donkey for not giving her my seat. Honestly, I didn't think I did anything wrong, but now I feel weird. So yeah, am I the donkey for not switching? Personally, I also do not think you are the donkey in the situation, because if you think about it, this man, he paid for his own seat. Everything he did was like he paid it for his own self, and his money went into it. He used up his own points and everything. And I feel like I get it. The mom, she's his elder, and she's the woman that raised him, and that she should be treated great. But like that should be for when the time for that moment comes, when it's a big family trip, and that's when she'll give him that. That's when he'll give her the first class. But currently in the situation that he's so tired, he's been traveling too much, and he's treating himself with his own money. And like, because obviously if you think about it, it's not selfishness to put yourself first before others. It's depending on what you do. I just feel like the mom should have been let down. Should just like calm down on it, because it's not that serious. Personally, it's not that serious. I feel like he's not the donkey situation, because he paid for it. He used his own points. The mom paid for her flight. That was it. End of the day. That's like end of that conversation. So yeah, this is the donkey game. If you wanted me to bring it back, let me know in the comments. Okay, so as much as that fun game was, it's now time for me to rant, because this is my show and this is what I do. So as you know, I did get my braces off a few weeks ago, and currently there's actually a thing called gum lasering, because my teeth are really short, and so I did that over the weekend. And so I was recovering from the surgery for a little bit. It wasn't bad. My gums were definitely burnt, and it definitely hurt afterwards. But after a few days, it honestly calmed down. My gums are recovering, so it's all good. Just want to keep it short and sweet. It wasn't a bad surgery at all, because you're super like anesthetic afterwards, and so just everything afterwards, I guess you feel pretty sore for like, I guess like 2 to 3 days, and then afterwards you feel perfectly fine. It isn't a bad surgery at all. Okay, so also, as you know, I did get my silk press a few weeks ago or last week, one of the two. It's not going so well. My hair is revolving back to its natural state. That's not a good thing at all. It's honestly because of all the humidity and sweat, which is honestly kind of confusing because I haven't been outside lately, but it's okay. I'm getting my hair done again next week, and so I'm pretty excited because I'm not feeling this natural state right now. I'm not feeling it, so I'm gonna put it back in braids, just keep it for a month, and then I'll just change it back up before the school starts. Yeah, and then this week I've been trying. As I told most of my listeners from the first episode, I have been trying to wake up early and be a rich person who has an agenda throughout the day, and like been very focused and like not being on their phone as much. And so I've been trying to wake up early to like work out, do a devotional, stuff like that. That has not been going so well, unfortunately. I will say I have been going to bed like at 2 a.m. lately, which is not good because school is starting up soon. So I need to fix the schedule, but I've been trying to like wake up at like 8, maybe even 9, honestly, because I don't want to start 7 automatically because I just feel like it's not going to work. I'm very in person who is very easy to go back to sleep. And so, yeah, it isn't going so well, but I'm going to keep on trying. Because I really want to get back into working out, because it did wake me up. It did wake me up whenever I would do it, and it was a good start to my day. So I really want to get back on that. Also, I did in fact yesterday finish reading The Coworker. It's another Freida McFadden book, if you've ever heard of her. Very good author, a thriller author actually. What I will say though about this book is that I wasn't really feeling it. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling it. The main character was the person that made me tweak the entire book. She was just like so, like the people who are pretty self-centered, so they don't really recognize what they're doing wrong. And then, but also the main character / side character, more of a main character though, in the entire book, she isn't seen as like autistic. I don't think she's not even autistic in the book, I think, but she's definitely like a strange person with a sense of OCD and maybe like a sense of, I don't know, she's just like an odd person, I would say. But she made my head hurt very often when I was reading the book, but it's okay. It is okay. I finished the book. It is gone. It's done. I'm never reading it again. It's not my favorite. I think out of all the books I've read from her, I don't think that was my favorite one at all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's my favorite one at all. But that's okay. I did actually also recently, if you have Netflix like me, you must have seen that the Sullivan's Crossing, Sullivan's Crossing is now on Netflix. I did watch it. I watched both seasons. If you don't know what's about, but if you've seen Grey's Anatomy, it's basically as if Meredith Grey, she became a neurosurgeon and had a family in some camping ground area in Nova Scotia and just comes there every now and then. It's super good. If you like Tristan and Luke from Gilmore Girls, they're also in it. So it's a pretty good show, in my opinion. I didn't like how it ended, but that is also because there's a third season that hasn't been added to the Netflix yet. But honestly, I wouldn't say it's a bad show. I just feel like some of the characters tend to twist my gears and just get me moving to like really get angry and stuff at them. Especially this one girl in the show, Lola. If you know who I'm talking about, you know how needy that girl is. She tends to make my head hurt. It's okay though. Everyone gets their karma every now and then. So yeah, that's my week. My rant, it's what it is. It is what it is. It's short and sweet. Short and sweet, guys. Short and sweet. Okay, so I have one more game to close the show up. We have rapid fire questions. So the way this is going to go, basically it's just, it can be this or that, or it can just be random questions. And I'm going to answer them and then say why in only 3 words. I'm going to try to do my best. Okay, so first one, coffee or tea? Coffee. Why? Not one of my 3 words. Since when? 11. Okay, move on. Sweet or salty? Salty. Me love fries. Okay, I might not sound human as I talk about this. It's okay. Just ignore me. It's okay. Morning or night? Night. I really enjoy. I really enjoy. Beach or mountains? Beach. No like heights. Cats or dogs? Dogs. They are fun. Favorite color? Pink. Why? I was young. Last song I listened to. That's a good question. I'm gonna skip. Window seat or aisle? I don't know. Window seat. Why? I see clouds. Guys. I see clouds. I'm sorry if this doesn't sound humane to you right now. You can skip this part if you want to, but this is how it's gonna go right now. This is how it's gonna go. Pancakes or waffles? Waffles. They are interesting. Summer, winter? Neither. I like fall. Okay. One food I hate. I really don't like, what's it called? Cantaloupe. I know that's just like, it's food. I don't like cantaloupe at all. Makes me gag. First celebrity crush, Ross Lynch. If you know him from Austin and Ally. Why? He is cute. Weirdest talent I have. I can wiggle my ears. Why? I happen to learn. Okay. Dream superpower. Thunder. That's so weird. Thunder. Why? Cause of Thor. He's my favorite character, if you didn't know. Most used emoji. Crying, laughing emoji. Why? Cause it's me. Yeah. Something you never eat? Probably. I would say olives. Because they are nasty. They are nasty. Favorite smell? Favorite smell, I would say watermelon. Like the watermelon gum candy. Gum candy's wild. The watermelon flavored gum. I liked it when it's scented as a candle. Some you don't realize, but they do come like that, and they're pretty good. Why? They smell great. Favorite cartoon as a kid? Ooh, I don't know. Let me think. I know I'm saying a lot every now and then, also, but I just had to keep you entertained. Let's see. I don't know. Ooh, I really want to say My Little Pony, but I'm also really here for Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig, why? It's interesting. Shoes on or off in the house? Off, always off. No matter what you say, it's off. Because shoes are nasty. Shoes are nasty. One thing you will always carry. My phone. Why? It's for protection. It's for protection. Okay, dream travel destination. London. I've always wanted to go to London. That's something that's been on my list since I think when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie. I've always wanted to go to London. It's just such a gorgeous place. Oh. Yeah. It's gorgeous. Okay, city or countryside? I'm gonna say city. I like walking. But I'm gonna say countryside because it's safe. Road trip or plane ride? Plane ride, always. Because it's really fun. One country you would visit again. Dubai. Why? Because it's Dubai. Favorite holiday? Christmas. Why? Jesus is born. Most overrated travel spot? I'm not gonna say that. That sounded horrible, man. I'm gonna say maybe France, because there's other countries. Yeah, there's other countries. What else? Place you feel happiest? My bedroom. Why? Because it's chill. It's chill. Okay, silly or unexpected? This is a weird one. Okay, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck? Hello? One horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Okay. 100 duck-sized horses. Why? I think I can. No, that's 4. Think I can. Okay. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? No. Must be out of your mind. No, because it's nasty. It is. Favorite ice cream flavor? Most commonly known as cookies and cream, but I also do like cookie dough. But if you ever tried Bluebell ice cream, if there's a combination of cookie two-step, bust down. Why? 2 of my faves. 2 of faves. Yeah, 2 of faves. I gotta increase these words. Okay. If you were fruit, what would you be? I think I would be what would I be? A watermelon. Why, you may ask? Whoa, hold on. Soft out hard. Like, you know what I mean? Soft out hard. I sound so weird right now. Okay, let's move on. How many pillows do you sleep with? I sleep with one. I don't see why to sleep with two. One, because I get neck pain. I get neck pain. Can I whistle? I can. Why? I learned. Okay, what else? Best piece of advice I ever received. Don't compare yourself to others. That's a big advice I have received. It has been very helpful. I'd say keep it in mind. Never compare yourself to others. Why? Because ruins your esteem. Okay. A goal for this year. For this podcast to go somewhere. That's a goal for this year. Why? I'm new. I am new. Let's see. What makes me laugh the hardest? Seeing people fall. Like, I'm talking about, like, people accidentally falling somewhere. I know it sounds bad, but, like if I went roller skating and I fell, that would make me laugh. Or if I saw someone fall off the swings, that makes me laugh. Stuff like that. That's funny to me. Why? It's funny. My favorite memory ever? Jeez, now that I'm talking about makes me laugh the hardest, I'm talking about my favorite memory ever is something that made me laugh the hardest. I definitely would say, okay, so when I was a kid, it was me, my sister, my cousin. We were sitting on the bed, and I don't remember what my cousin said to my sister, but it really made my sister really mad, and she pushed her off. And may I mind you, we were sitting on the bed, okay? And I wouldn't say the bed height is tall, but it was definitely a long fall. By the way, her mom was not home, so we kind of tried it, because she was like 4 at the time. Oh my gosh, she was 4 at the time. Oh. She was 4 at the time. But you know what? This is something that we do not tell our parents, because we don't want to get in trouble. So yeah. And that is it for rapid fire questions. Yeah. Okay, and that is it for the episode. Thank you so much for listening. Honestly, to compare the episode overall, I did like the first 2 topics that I did, the donkey game and my rant, but I don't think I will be doing rapid fire questions again. But if you did like it, let me know. The comments are free for you to talk to me in. I will be posting as much as I can every single week, but I also do doubt me posting the week after next week, and that's because I will be out of town. So don't expect an episode then. But again, thank you so much for listening. If you liked the episode, don't hesitate to follow so you know whenever a new episode comes out. And if you got anything to say, it better be nice, say it down below. And if you got any advice, don't hesitate. Also, I do have a poll out right now on one of my episodes and also on my YouTube. So if you want to go check it out and respond, that would be the best thing ever. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!